Hello, everybody. Sorry. Oh, I best not put it up. I don't know if he's got a number on. No, it's not. Just seen Alan, you've just called. It's on silent. I need this. I need this. If a couple come on, I'll give you a sneak preview. I videoed myself when I come out of the swamp. Now I imagine America having bigger swamps than England, but this was a big swamp. Hello. That's not tears, I'm laughing. I need this beer. Alan's just rang me. Has he rang anybody else? I missed his call just as I was going live. I had a call, but it was on silent. I'm live, but missed your call. So, yeah, loads of stuff happened. On one of the videos, I'm like that whether to put it on because I'm shouting at the dog. Bear in mind, I'd just come out of the Blue Lagoon, and it only dawned on me after I did the video. I'll show everybody the swamp nearly up to my waist, and it's up to my elbows. It's all inside. And just as I stopped recording, I thought, I don't believe it, because just before I showed everybody what was wrong with me, we'd got to the camp spot, and the dog, first thing he wants to do, he loves it straight in the stream. But the stream was like up to his neck. He was in a shallow piece, but it was still up to his back. But he's got a rucksack, the dog. My bed was in his rucksack. Oh my God. So my bed was soaked. At one point I couldn't get up. I fell on my Facebook thing. I said I fell forwards. I've got a bad leg, so I couldn't push the rucksack and my body up. But then as I got up and the dog ran off, I fell backwards. I was lying on my back. And I'm rolling that way and trying to get up. And oh my God. I wish I'd have done, because we've said a bit about Patrick Dickinson this week, and he always sets the camera up. How he does that at his age, I don't know. But he sets the camera up and he jumps over bogs and things and climbs up rocks and stuff. If I'd have set the camera up and you saw what happened to me, each one of them incidents, I could have got 250 quid off UV framed. Each one of them. And then the bloody Rangers came. They was quite within the rights. I knew I couldn't have a fire, but I didn't have a change of clothes. Well, I did. It was in the car, because I thought, if I get wet, I'll get changed in the car for driving home. But I didn't expect to get that wet, that muddy, that quick. So yeah, they pulled up and shouted something to me, but then they had a route in, but they came down from their private road. And he came over and he said, "You know the rules?" I said, "Well, yeah, I do, but there was a fire pit already here. It was a fresh fire pit. There's about 7 or 8 fire pits. It was a nice place. Nobody was disrespecting with the fire pits." And then he said, "What have you been playing at?" And as soon as I turned around and said, he said, "You came in the back way, didn't you?" And they both just burst out laughing at me. I said, "I couldn't stand up. The dog out pulled me out." He said, "That's dangerous, mate." He said, 19 kilos and you face planted. You could have drowned in the swamp. So they let me light a fire. They said, "We can see you in an open space. You got rocks all the way around it. You actually need it to dry off. So we'll drive past 3 or 4 times tonight." They was on night shift. And they did. They drove past 3 or 4 times, make sure I wasn't doing anything silly or it wasn't too big. And they just let me have a fire. So I got home just in time at 3 o'clock this afternoon, just in time to pick the kids up, and then I went in the bath. I lay there for about 2 hours, 2 hours 20 minutes, and I thought, I'm falling asleep. I better get up. And then I came down here, and then my laptop wouldn't work because this laptop was brand new. I think I paid about 750 quid for it when I started my channel, an investment, and it's just broke somewhat rotten since. So there was loads of tabs open on it. In fairness, I've got about 20, 25 gigabyte of my YouTube videos. So I've only just found the adapter to get them all off onto a hard drive. So whenever you leave loads of tabs open, it goes slow. So that happened. And then when it came to I've got a HDMI cable, but to use my camcorder, I have to have an HDMI video capture card. Couldn't find it. Looked all over the house. Lorraine was down a minute. Lorraine was down a minute. Couldn't find it anywhere. Lorraine came down here. She tidied the pub for me, and I thought she tidied the pub. Everything's got new players, but it had just fell down. The last live I did when I unplugged, it must have just fell behind there. So she found it straight away. Hi Jay, hi Jazz. Let's have a look. Alan's just asking me to text you how many he's on. He's in a room himself. So yeah, I think I wish to recorded more. I can tell the story on text on the screen. I might call it the comedy camp or carry on camping. That's already been done, hasn't it? I've got bigger boobs than her anyway. I could do this thing. Jane Jazz don't know what we're on about. I've not even had time to film my pumple. Good evening, Emily, or Billy, or both. Is it past your bedtime? No, they're going to throw back at me. It's Friday. Yes, I'm settled in for my trip, just about. Good evening. But the place I was, I didn't know where I was. I went to camp up on Bamford Edge, which is Patrick's favourite place, and a couple of others. I actually found a place that I was going to camp on. There's a guy called Adam in the Wild, I think, called Snake Woodland, and he'd just gone in a couple of days ago tidying up. So I got out the car and went in, and as I was going in, there's brand new signs everywhere saying no camp. A lot of woodlands say no fires, no barbecues, but it said no camping as well. New signs. So I think he must have done his job and raised some awareness, but apparently it was a mess after lockdown. Everybody just went in, and he threw a black bag on his video. He threw a black bin bag with a tent hanging out the bottom of it. He filled bin bags and bin bags full of rubbish, and the last bin bag he threw in was a black bin liner with a green tent hanging out of it. And when I got there, the skip was there with his bin bag on top. So it was only a couple of days ago since he'd done his thing. Absolutely beautiful on Snake Woodland. I don't know if any of you's been there, but it's no camping, and I didn't want to break the rules, so I just carried on. Got lost, turned right to a couple of dams. It turned out it was Haywater and Howden, so I carried on. I went about 6 miles on this narrow road. It turns out where I camped was at the other end of Howden's reservoir, Howden's dam, and that's where the dam busters did the practice runs. So when they did all the, learning the size of the bombs and the distance between bounces, that's the dam that they did it all on. But I only found that out today when I was coming home. So and it was right at the very end of the second dam where I camped. Absolutely beautiful place. Well, if anybody wants to try it, let me know, and I'll send a map of the path not to take. The path coming out, it was still a little bit boggy, but I wouldn't have got wet going in if they used that path. So yeah, it was a tip off the Rangers. What's everybody up to? Usual Friday night. Pauline got a package. Put a couple of extras in it. She sent me a picture. Because in it was, you can't see me green screens over it now, was a jigsaw. And I think she received it, I sent it early in the week, but I think she received it today or yesterday. And in there was a jigsaw of a pint glass. I think it's about a 200-piece jigsaw. I've got mine on the wall in a black picture frame. And within, like I say, I don't know if she got it yesterday or today, but Pauline has already done, or Ian, or I assume it was Pauline, has already done the jigsaw. But I put in, you can't see it on the back of this laptop, I've got some stickers, some Frilly Boots stickers. So she's made the jigsaw, framed it up, and put a Frilly Boots sticker at the side of it. I'm absolutely made up with that. I just popped them in. I found them as I'm packing the bag up, packing the box up. Loads of bubble wrap, and then Lorraine threw a load of the party celebrations and balloons and stars and the little glittery. She packed the box with them. So Pauline's emailed me to say, messaged me to say, yeah, thanks for all the glitter everywhere. Must have opened it out and it's gone everywhere. But yeah, she's got that. I put some shot glasses in as well. A few extras, just bits and bobs from around the bar. So I think she's happy with that. I noticed when I did the competition live last week, I didn't turn my green screen off, but when it was doing the countdown, I moved the laptop from the table to the bar, but I couldn't see it, but you guys could, you might not have even noticed, but in the Coca-Cola mirror behind me, and then a little bit of the green screen was on the corner of this. So you could still see the yellow from, I put everybody's names on with the numbers on. You could see that for the whole, however long that video was. But Lorraine saw it, but she didn't know if it was just the fault, so she didn't mention it to me. It was only when I watched it back that I could see it, because on my screen, because it's green screen, I couldn't see it. I can just see green. But I know now, I've turned it off before tonight. Fake Fosters. I don't know if you know Jane Jazz, but I went camping last night. It was eventful. I'm not going through it all again, but you'll see. I've got a lot of video. I haven't all the stuff that went wrong. I haven't really got on video because stuff was going wrong. So, as a good YouTuber, I should really go, oh, something's going wrong. Where's my camera? But I didn't. I suppose that'll come. The better I get at it. But yeah, all sorts of stuff happened. Not to worry. And then as I got the 5 miles back on the way home, I turned onto Snake Pass, and my phone went bing, 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 and then on my dashboard, it's I like me characters. I like the techie stuff, so I click play for me text messages. Hello, how are you doing? Hi, how are you doing? Are you not answering back? I guess you're busy camping and setting up. Phil, I'm really worried now. Can you call me as soon as you get this message? All the messages all night, and I just didn't answer her. But I knew I couldn't get service, so I sent a message at 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock when I got in bed. I sent a message saying what time it was and what I'd been doing. So when she read them, she knew it was all right. But that was only this morning, and I only left at, I think it was about 1:30 when all the messages came through. When I got back to civilization, so from 12 o'clock yesterday afternoon till 1:30 today, so over 24 hours, there was no contact. That was needed. I've not mentioned nothing about the quiz, have I? I think I really want to do a quiz. I think they're good. Even if we do a simple one, just like 40 questions, 10 general knowledge, 10 pictures. The pictures the one I like doing is, I've told you this, I think. I'll merge two pictures. So I'll merge the Queen with Freddie Mercury and merge them. So I'll show you one picture and say, what's the connection? So you've got to work out that it's the Queen and Freddie Mercury, and the connection's Queen, obviously. But that's a good one. I've done that in work as well, because when we first did lockdown, I did that and sent it on the downtown group in work. I think we created one called Quiz Group for the Children in work, and I sent it to that. But all from senior management to basic ops was in that, so that was good. And I need to make me wine. I'm starting my wine. I've got to start my wine. I think I'm going to start it tomorrow. This is the wine that I bought to start, and I was going to drop 6 bottles off for this guy, and it's just got away from me. I was doing it for Christmas, then halfway through December, I knew I wouldn't get it done for Christmas, so I said that, no, sorry, I'll only on here. I don't know him, he's just a free cycler. I said, I'll get it to you. I'll try and get it to you for New Year. I'm glad I said try. I mean, it's now February. So I'm going to do it. By the end of February, I'm going to drop him probably half of my brew by then for laying him down. About 12 bottles. Yeah, so that'll be about 3 videos. Wine's easy. Wine's really easy to do. It's not like the beer. I should get that done a lot quicker. If I can find... Oh, I'm aching so much. My actual bum cheeks are aching. You know when you know you've worked out, let me get a beer. When you know you've done a workout. I've just put this on Facebook, so you might not have had a chance to see it. Let me bring you round. Dun dun dun. We know what happened last time. Well, I'm still going to make one, but I ordered one of these spur of the moment to try and take with me. And now I'm a bit concerned. And there's a few of you that are probably concerned, and there's a few of you that's thinking, go on, blow the pub up for comedy reasons. You ready? Jesus. An alcohol stove. This is for when you're stealth camping. I'm planning on doing a lot of stealth camping. And when you light a jet boil, it's proper like a plane taking off. So this gets itself to temperature, and then all these side vents. There we go. And it's silent. All the lights on. And it takes about 5 minutes, but once it gets to temperature, this middle flame is still there, but all the ones around it kind of get like a normal gas stove. And if you've watched me Facebook one from the homemade one, I did rush it. I could have took my time, but I thought I've got half an hour. I'm going to do it. And I nearly lost the pleb. I nearly lost the pub. So that's it. As soon as you put something on, see how it goes bigger. As soon as you starve it from oxygen by putting something on there. I can't show you without a pot that I've not got. It gets bigger. It comes up to get oxygen. That's how it works. When you put something on top, it comes round to get oxygen. And then this thing, let me turn them lights back on. this thing is it's a dampener. So once it's at its fullest, which it'll continue to increase this for 10 minutes. Once it's at its fullest, you can dampen it down, or you can just fully close it and put it out. So instead of losing a Guinness beer mat like a stupid idiot, I can just do this. That's it. And the beauty of this one is it's got a seal in there. So once that's cooled down, I can put that on, seal it, and it can go in your rucksack. It can turn upside down, so you don't lose any of the alcohol. But I'm going to leave this dampener on top of it because it stinks. Well, that's not straight, is it? Just show me tally a sec. See how much setting up I've got to do before I click live. It's like I'm slanted. It's got to be perfect for me. I've got to make it right. There we go. I think that's better. I think that's better. Happy. I'm happy with that. Do you know what I said this, Daniel? I said this to Lorraine because we was watching YouTube. We watch more YouTube in this house now than ever. I hope it's not a fad because I'm really enjoying it. And I said about Instagram and Lorraine said you've got to do. Everybody that's successful on YouTube has an Instagram account, but I'm like, it took me ages to do Facebook. But she's like, yeah, you have to. You're going to have to. And then the more I watch, I don't think Patrick Dickinson's got one, but he's just lovable. Paul Mesner, all the ones that do it commercially, they've all got Instagram. So I need to. I know I need to. Yeah, there's always a pub nearby. I don't actually when I do wild camps, I don't drink. That might be hard to believe, but I don't. If I drink, I'll just drink and stir at the fire, and then go to bed, and then stuff my face with bacon in the morning. I like setting up and walking and looking round, and I actually don't drink while I'm wild camping. On my own. If I went with 3 people, 5 people, 10 people, I'd drink as good as the next guy. But that's different. That's not for the outdoors. That's for the camping experience and the crack with your mates. So when I go on my own with the dog, I don't drink. I've never even logged. I've not got an account. I've never even logged onto Instagram. I need to go and have a look at it. I can't even. I can't work it, but it's only because I've not been on it. I couldn't work YouTube 6 months ago. So, yeah, if I set myself a target on here now of having an Instagram account by next weekend, then I'll probably do it. Oh, okay. Is it like a? It's like a storyline. Like I could take a picture of the back shelf and then another picture, or I'll have a look. I'll see what other people's doing. I've lost a battery as well to my camera. Got up this morning and this was outside the tent. So as I've gone down and climbed in, it fell out my pocket. I've asked Lorraine, I think it's gone now. I asked Lorraine, this isn't Lorraine's fault, but I asked Lorraine, have we got any rice to put in today? And she said, yeah, we've got some. I said, it's got to be dried rice, not them, because we have the packet ones that you put in the microwave. No, we got some dried rice, and I found it on the side just before coming down here. Golden vegetable. So the stuff that's got all the flavouring in it and the salt, and so that's going to kill me better. Salt and battery electrodes. So I'll try and charge it tomorrow. I'm charging these two batteries now. Then if I try and charge this and it kills the charger, at least then I've got a day to order another charger. Okay. And can you do live and stuff like that? Or is it just like, is it like Facebook? Can you do the messaging and stuff like that? Or is it a totally different format? Do I need to go and have a look? I'm thinking I need to go and have a look. What time is it in New York, by the way? 10 o'clock here. Is it 3 o'clock though? Or am I wrong again? Okay. Instagram. I'm a yuppie. Back in the day, oh, what did I bring this remote for? There we go. Announce.
What's the announcement?
Lorraine, have you got me on down there? Are you coming down saying hello?
Announcing.
5 o'clock. Lorraine, have you got me on down there? Are you coming down saying hello? Yeah, watch this. Watch this. What's the heating set to?
The heat's set to 18.
Turn the heating to 16.
The heat's set to 16.
I can do that from work. Naughty that, I know. Yes, I have, but I've only done it once. I suppose with a lot of practice, I've used flint and steel. This is my favourite method. Everything's on fire. That's my favourite method. I've used flint and steel. I've used one of them. That usually doesn't fail, but I've done the stick method with I don't even know what you call it. I've done it once, but then it's got a smoke and you've got to get down there, face full of smoke. And yeah, it takes a lot of practice that way. I've progressed through it because I used to real camp, I used to wild camp, and then my brother started camping, but he never wild camped. It was always on a campsite with electric hookup, and I'm like, that's not camping, this is camping. And then I followed him once because I wouldn't do it, but then I did, and I thought, it's all right, this. It's all right having an electric hookup. And then I just progressed from there. Ended up with a caravan. I've had 2 caravans. I bought my brother's off him. I was in London, and he asked me, did I want to buy it? I think for 700 quid. I ended up paying 300 because it was a bad reception, and he needed to know because the people was coming to pick it up. So I got it for 300 because of the bad reception. And then I bought a decent one. That was a starter caravan. He'd redone the floor and everything. Then I bought a decent one with fixed, not a fixed bed. It was fixed bunk beds. But today, on my way home, I passed it going, and on my way home today, I called it. Mel, you'll probably know where this is. You might not do, but it's famous up here. Glossop Caravans. So I called in there today. Oh my God. I love Swift. For some reason, Swift or Eldis or Edis. The Swift ones in there. Fixed 6 berth, fixed bunk beds, fixed double bed, breakfast table that can become bunk beds. So that's 6, 8 berth with the front, with the skylight. I want the skylight. And where I'm going to go with this, I probably won't get the benefit of it because you need to be away from the towns. But some absolute gorgeous ones. I've got videos on my phone. I WhatsApp Lorraine and walk around the caravans with her. And yeah, some absolute beauties. I could have and she's egging me on. She's like, go on, I dare you, I double dare you. Walk in that office. I want her to see it. I want to be sure because I am going to go that way again. I'm not going to stop wild camping, but I'm going to get another one because Emily and Billy's still on here. But the plan was, but they won't know when. The plan was to pick them up Friday afternoon from school and say, come on. And when they come outside school with the new caravan. But we've done that in the past with the last caravan. They knew we had a caravan, but we picked them up from school. And when they came out and parked up outside with the caravan, for kids that age, it's like, wow! 8 and 6 it was then. 11 and 8 now. So, yeah. We will be getting another one. My brother's got a baler. My brother's baler's nice. That's got a fixed bed in. There's only him and his wife, but they've got 3 kids. One of them's flew the nest. One of them flew the nest and then came back. And then if the kids go with them, they've got the awning and they all sleep in the awning. I bought an awning for about £600 and ripped the back end off my caravan and then sold it my own for 150 quid. I tried to give it to her, but she insisted on paying me. So I just told her I paid 200 quid for it, give me 150. So she's now got mad. Every time I go in, it's like that. It's mine. That's a night out, 150 quid. But yeah, my brother's got a bell. Easy's a nice one. Going to the left, to the right, it's the kitchen, the breakfast bar, and then they've got the bathroom and the fixed bed to the right. I think, yeah, to the right. I don't know why I like Swift. I just like Swift. Don't know why. I think because the first one that was shaped like this with a skylight was a Swift. That's probably why. And I think there's more of them. I know this, but yeah, I'll have to get another one. The best one I saw for us, which was a fixed double bed, fixed bunk beds, and then the front was gorgeous. Was I think it was 20 grand. Jesus. But I'd go up to that. Let me just. Specs. Oh, that's not all. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves. There you go. That wasn't my favourite, but that was one of them. What a rubbish tonight. What's Manu? Oh, Manu. I'm not a football guy, really. Yeah, Swift. I don't know why. It's just, I suppose it's like Adidas or Puma. I'm Puma. And when Lorraine come up, Puma? Puma? What do you want Puma for? But yeah, I'm just a Swift man. Swift, fixed bed, fixed bunks, and there's only us four. But it's nice to have. It's not. It's nice to not build everything up. Good evening, all. Mr. Kev C. How the devil are we? I need to turn this fire on. I've got the fire on, which I don't like having on anyway, but it's facing me, so it hits me, it hits my legs and comes up to my eyes. Kev C says evening all. Right, let me just find something. I need my glasses again for this. Dun, dun, dun. First camp from phone. Okay. Oh. Just going to show you this video. To get to this patch, I'm going to put the tent. Jake! Right, I'm going to play it with me telling the dog off. I don't like you hearing me telling the dog off like this, but you'll see me dog in the river. What you've got to understand is he's got a rucksack on, and in that rucksack is my bed. One side is his food, which is fine, it's waterproof and everything. His food wasn't spoiled. The other side, my bed, our bed, because we share the bed. Have a look at this. Oh Jesus! Share screen. Okay. See if it works. Yes, I'm on the car. No. I'm just trying to share my screen. I think I might have frozen while it connects. There we go. Window, entire screen. Yeah. Okay. If it allows me, I'll do it. Yeah, I'm on the Galahad. Give it a go. They got the Galahad and then they got the Stella, the fake Stella, but it's nice. But then I don't know. I kind of think it might be too strong for me. Right. Can you guys see my screen now? Can you see that on my screen? Just like a picture of some grass and a couple of trees and some water. I'll come back out. No screen. Okay, cheers. Right, okay. There we go. Right, have a look at this. You're all watching. I'll tell the dog off first, but because he's in the river with my bed in his backpack. To get to this patch, I'm going to put the tent. To get to this patch, I'm going to put the tent. Tide, here. All your food's in them bags. When you're finished, lie down. Lie down. Stay there. And all the way from the car to here, unknowingly to me, the mower did the more swampy it became. Absolutely past the knees, soaking, wringing wet. Oh my god, all up the arms to the elbow. If it wasn't such a slog to get here, I'd go back to the car. .1, I think. Four. 4%, and the other one's 5 or 5.1. Excelsior's the other one. They're both nice. So try that one if you want that one. Did you see it? Did you? That wasn't because I fell over onto my knees. I sunk past my knees. Do you know when you have that moment of I'm going to die? I actually thought I'm going to die. Then I thought, no, I'm in the Peak District. You don't die from a swamp in the Peak District. And it went just below my waist. It actually went. I was stood up. You can't see it. Well, you saw it on the video. Well, then I called the dog out because his food was in it, but his food was fine. But he also had my bed in there, our bed, because I do that with my knees, and he lies under my knees across the bed. Yeah, I know. It's just because I shouted at him. I shout him in the house. The dog gets away with murder when me and him's out. The stuff he does and gets away with. But then he must look at me in the house and say, well, we was out 10 minutes ago. He didn't shout at me then. I did exactly the same thing. But because he was in the river, I just had to, sometimes, to make him come out. If I ever said, Tide, come here, he wants to come out. But, yeah. When we're out, he's the boss. He's just little shit. And then I went out at 2 o'clock for a wee, and then went out at 7 o'clock for a wee. I never go out twice. Mostly, I never go out twice. If I was drink, this is why I don't drink when I solo wild camp, because I'd be out 10 times because I'm like old. And I've got to say, because he lies in front of the door, this is what he's like. He's protective, and I've got to say move, and then he wakes up and looks at me, and I said move, and he'll come round the back of me. And then 7 o'clock, I said move, and he looked at me, and I said move, and he went. He moans. He does it to Lorraine every single day. He moans. And then that's like having a kid or a grandkid. I've got no grandkids, but a kid or a grandkid scenario where you're trying to tell them off and not laugh because you go, and you go move. Yeah, I know. It was halfway round. I was like, oh, I've got to go back. I can't. I've got to go back. I've no clothes. I've no nothing. But that with me is only a split second. It's only ever a split second. No, I carry on. And I do it too much. I go too far. I like if I had an audience and cut my walk-in into 10 stages, stage 1, 2, and 3 would be like 30%. 4, 5, and 6 would be 95% gone. And then about 6 times I fell. But it was the burying. It was that one, well, 3 probably. It was the burying up to my waist. It was the falling, face planting, and it was proper. It was proper face planting with all that weight on my back. And then when I got up and he ran off, because I don't get this, because dogs have got, like, his legs are that wide, and he's got, probably because he got 4 of them, he runs up, might be because he's quicker, he runs, and he thinks about this much, but he carries on running. And then when I got up, and I couldn't get up, I'm like, tired! Before he got there, I tried to roll that way, it took all my strength to sit up. But even, it's amazing though, isn't it? Even then, when I'm scared, when I'm wet, when I'm cold, when I'm scared, can I even sit up in this? I was still worried if anybody was watching me. Oh, battery's gone. Let me change the battery. That should be the only battery change today. Who have we got on? I nearly went live with these on. Can you see the sparkles? The lens. I bet if she's watching, she'll be saying, there they are. I can't see bugger all down here. Oh, I hope he's here again. Right on target. Block user. How can I block someone, a bot, and then they can get back on the week after? If they're a bot and it's the exact same name, how are they allowed back on? Right, let's read these. I'll jump tonight and I'll shave my head live on stream. If a woman smokes with me live on stream. Hello, Christopher Rademacher. You haven't got a brother Michael, have you? I hope he's doing okay if you have. Well, that's Schumacher, not Rademacher. How did you find us, Christoph? Just interested. Do you know my pub looks massive on this, doesn't it? And it's not. Oh, why am I showing that? I think Christoph might have just left. Jazz and Jay's quiet. Have they gone back to Alan's room? We should agree, shouldn't we? We should all agree. Either come to this first Saturday of every month or go to somebody else's or wherever we're going to go for a drink. we should agree where we're going to go. And then we'll get more people joining each week. Can you see this? I'm tired. I will not fall to sleep tonight. Promise. Oh, just turn the other TV on. I don't even know why I need another TV. I'm only paying attention to this screen. And there's a TV there, and now there's a TV there. I've not got a big screen on. I need to turn that down, don't I? Turn that down, don't I? There we go. I need another one just while I check some settings. Doesn't even change nothing. Okay. I think I might finish this beer. I might get an early night. 10:30. It's never been known for me. Does anybody think I should take these Christmas lights down? Because my mum wanted to show my Auntie Jean, who I've not seen for a couple of years. She had pleasure in telling me how much I look like my father. My father is my mum's dad, who's now not with us anymore, but he was a pillock. He used to beat my mother up. That's not me being personal on a live. He was just a pillock. And she had pleasure in telling me, "You look like your father. When are you and Lorraine going to get married?" "No, I'm not." "You look like your father." That was her punishment. Because I said, "No, I'm not marrying Lorraine." "You look like your father." Yeah, so she was here at the weekend. And I forgot where that. Get on here, Parsons. I think he's still on his own room. Give me a minute. I'll have a look. Oh, who saw that on me other video, the dream? That's 1.5 miles away from me. I think it's 20 meters or 25 meters tall. Anyway, I'm not doing that. Let me see. Da, da, da. There you go, I've messaged him. We need to do this in March. What's he talking about? Oh, it's been mate. Sleep out for one night or more in March and show your support for the Armed Forces community. Anyone can take part and you'll get a free beanie hat and a fundraising pack when you get the first donation. Oh, I'm up for that. I'll post that on. You can do it in your garden. By the looks of it, I'm going to look into that. You can do it in your garden or sleep out in a field or whatever you want. Just sleep out somewhere, and you can raise money for the armed forces. The government doesn't bloody give them nothing, so we might as well try. That looks like it's just in a back garden. And Phil, my mate down here, said we need to do this in March outside the store. We can do it at Armanavian store. Is that still going? Outside town hall. Now my mind's going budum 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 budum. I'm thinking I might do that outside the town hall to raise. If I get the newspaper there to say I'm doing it to support the armed forces. Big sign say fill your boots. I think KFC's on, or he came on to say hello. Just need to go and drain my spuds. Back in a minute. I'm back, and I've acquired a new pair of glasses. Ah. So I already had one set of Lorraine's glasses. I've now got two, which means she's got none. I went in, and downstairs is like a ghost town. So I went upstairs, and they're all trying to. Hello, June. They're all trying to. Emily took a fire stick. We've all got fire sticks. Emily took a fire stick out of a TV. She's got a TV this big in her room. You've probably seen it on one of her videos. And put it in the back of a tablet, but she couldn't connect to it, so I had a quick look. But my glasses are here, so she gave me hers, and I didn't take them off. And let me scroll up. Hello, Mr. Parsons. Mel, I've never seen him. I've seen a couple of YouTube interviews where radio presenters, have tried to diss him for his chalky white character, and he's just wiped the floor with them. So I like that. I'm all for certain things, but you'd have to see it to understand what I mean. Sorry, Alan. I was setting up StreamYard at the same time you was calling me, but I didn't know he was calling me. And when I was ready to click live, my phone was lit up, and when I picked it up, it was you calling me. So then I text you straight away to say, "Oh, are you in a room?" I'm an animal. Sorry. My mate's coming tomorrow. I'm going to see if he's knocking about. Where is he? Give up. Your maid is coming tomorrow. Okay. No, she lives with me. She's much more than a maid. Hello, Ian. Hello, Darren. My mate, my best mate, I'm his best man in September for his wedding. I've probably told you this loads of times. The reason I keep saying this is because I tell Lorraine something or I tell the kids something when we drive past. I did this there, I did that there. Yeah, we know, you tell us every time you drive past. Yeah, that's right. Definitely. I've never known anyone that's got a maid, I don't think. I have, but not like personally. My boss or the guy that owns our company is probably got a maid. I used to work for Greenall Whitley. I'm just looking at his picture there. I know he had a maid. And that was just because he was very, very rich. I'm trying to sort out. I need a bin behind the bar where I can just drop empty tinnies in. This is my full tinner. I've only had 4. This is 5. But I feel kind of tipsy. It's probably because I'm tired. The pump behind me takes almost 11 cans, so 10 cans and that much left, so I just neck that much. And then that does almost 9 pints. And whenever I fill it, because it's pint glasses, I'll do 8.5. It runs out on the 9th, so 8 pints easily, and then put another one and you have about 3 pints. So I'm having like 11 pints. But if I think I have 11 cans, that's a lot. But this is 440ml and the pint's 568. So I drink a lot more on that machine. So I do love it, but I drink a lot more. Scrolling back, making sure I've not missed anything. Talking about having a maid, I've always wondered. I might have seen it on a film somewhere. I like our Queen a lot, but I'm thinking, where does it stop? What does she have a maid not doing for her? I mean, the ultimate personal thing is wiping her backside. I'm sure she doesn't have a maid for doing that. But you don't know, do you? Does she have a maid? Me living my life now, I'd sooner, if I'm sat on the couch watching a movie and I had a maid just sat in the kitchen waiting for me to say, do us a favour, darling, make us a brew and then bring me a coffee, great. But if I had someone to do everything for me, I would want to make myself a coffee. Does that make sense? I don't know. It's just, where does it stop? I'm sure the royal family, Prince Philip when he was here, and the Queen and Charlie, I'm sure they had a maid to do most anything for them if they needed it or if they wanted it. But would you? Where would it stop? Would you say, right, I'm going to make my own tea tonight. I'm going to have cheese on toast and cheese and beans on toast with brown sauce and Worcester sauce? No, you can't do it for me. I want to do it myself. But then does she walk in the kitchen and say, "Oh, where'd you turn the oven on? For fuck's sake, where'd you turn the oven on? The corgi wants to go out. Where's the back door? I know where my entrance is, but where's the back door to let the corgi go and do a whoopsie?" You don't know, do you? You just don't know. And I do lie awake thinking about that. When you live a different life, how different is it? I've just knocked my battery charger off. Hang on. If any of you lovely people ever visit this pub, you look round and think, what's he got plugged in? Just in the corner there, you can't see it. Just in the corner there, I've got 1, 2. That's my first double socket. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things plugged into that. Second double socket, I've got 2. Third double socket, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 double socket. Plus, it's a USB socket, so I've got 2 USBs as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 USBs. Behind the bar is a double socket, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down there, I've got 2. Yeah, down there, I've got 2. And then that's my last one, and I've got 3. So I've got 3, 5, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 2 USBs, 17 and 2 USBs, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 and 2 USBs, which go to this. Sorry, the camping fingernails, which go to this box. Do you know what? It's easy to do this. Which go to this, which is my fuse box. That then runs outside, down, under the lawn. How did I get on the subject? Under the lawn, up where the garage is, into the garage, and then it all plugs into one 13 amp plug, bang, into the garage. All that is off one 13 amp plug. Now, you're going to light up now and say, Phil, playing about with alcohol stoves is nothing. Sort your electrics out. But it stops there. If any of this blows, that'll blow. That'll blow before the garage. Lorraine's got a friend in Australia, New Zealand. They keep going from New Zealand to Australia. I think they're in Australia. I think they're in Brisbane now. And I know he would come here. I don't know the guy, Stephen Victoria. And he's supposed to be a good electrician. I don't know. But I know he'd come here and say, oh my God, you're putting your family's life at risk. But I'm not. Not even my electric. I've said too much. I'm thinking if I turn the heating down enough in the house, Lorraine will come down here. What's the heating set to?
The heat's set to 20.
She turned it up from before. Turn heating to 15.
The heat's set to 15.
I even do the TV. I call it the box on Alexa. Turn the box off.
Okay.
I used to have a bedside light that was on a socket, and I controlled the socket with Alexa like these in the corner. And I came home from a work do about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was knocking shit out the door, and she wouldn't answer. And I was like, bang, 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 bang. And I heard the window open, and I thought, I'm in trouble here. Phil? Phil? I see nothing. Bang, bang, bang. Phil! He's over there. So I looked up and she said, you live here, you know, bed. It was next door. This was for sale and there was nobody living there. That's why they wasn't answering. Oh, I was on about Alexa. So on my phone, bedroom light. Light on, light off, light on, light off, light on, light off, light on, light off, until she come and open the door. But usually, it's usually door open and she's back upstairs. She doesn't say, hello, glad you're home. Did you enjoy yourself? Door open, back upstairs. Mutter, mutter, mutter. The cat's on the roof. Can't wait for summer because it's a tin roof. Yeah. Somebody will finish that for me. Don't like cats. Sorry, nothing wrong with cats. And 2 of ours want the boy one. I'll stroke it when he walks past me. Just don't like cats. So if she's watching me now, I've just turned it down to 15. If she's watching me now, it'll be back up. What's the heating set to?
The heat's set to 20.
Ren, I know you're watching me. I know you're watching me. Turn the heating to cold.
I don't know how to set heating to that setting.
Turn heating to 12.
The heat's set to 12.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's the heating set to?
The heat's set to 12.
She's not paying attention then. I made the mistake of when we got new boiler and all the new Alexa and everything. I made the mistake of, just to try it out, we just let her sister have the password to the heating. 38 degrees. But she waited a time until we was going out. She knew we was going shopping because she spoke to Lorraine. And 5 minutes after we went shopping, 38. So you open the door and bush! Must have cost us about 30 quid that day. Password change. So I think I can do a quiz on StreamYard. I'm in fear of going on about this now, but I think I can do a quiz on StreamYard. I think I can get like 4 or 5 of us on. I think I can get more, whoever wants to do the quiz. And I can share the screen. I need to get all my YouTube stuff off to make my laptop quicker. And then I can share my screen for all the pictures and stuff. So I think I'm going to have a crack at that if you're all alright. Help Danone. Who's Danone? Ian, did you open the box? We all know what was in it. I just dropped a couple of extras in it. In fact, when we posted it to Herms, I was like, they're going to fall out with us here because I wrapped it. We've got this packaging brown paper stuff, and I only had enough to fill probably 70% of it. So I put it all in a black bag and wrapped it up and put packaging tape around it, and it looked brilliant. I even put on the outside, I put the address, and then I put the packaging sticker there, the barcode, and then on this side I put a Fill Your Boots sticker. And it looked really professional, but I thought, they're going to kill us. You can't get in that. The package looked like it was going Fort Knox. I've had some ribs today. I drove through. In fact, I need to check the website. I think I might have been charged for the whatever you call it, the travelling through Manchester charge. And I went to a KFC, and St Helens KFC. I've emailed KFC about this a couple of times. It's the worst KFC I've ever been to in my whole life. There's a KFC on the services on the way to London, which is my favourite to try and always go. But today I've been to a KFC that is the best I have been. I've been all over Europe, the usual: Italy, Spain, France. All the ones, not all the ones in Britain, but a lot of the ones in Britain. And today I've been what I think is the best KFC I have ever been in my life, in central Manchester, or just on the outskirts of Manchester. And I got a mega bucket for one, it was called. So I got two wings, 2 hot wings, 2 boneless strips, and 2 normal pieces. So I got a leg and a wing, not a wing, the breast thing with the bones in, whatever that was. Portion of fries and a Coke. I asked for a Coke. They said, "Would you mind Pepsi?" Like they have to do legally, and it was really nice. I got full fat Pepsi. Sat on the car park, and it was absolutely gorgeous. I said this in my video. Gary Barlow would say, absolutely fantastic. Only in my video that I'm going to release this weekend. If Gary Barlow went on this camp, it would be, I'm absolutely piss wet through. Oh, broken ribs. Ian, what's happened? I hope that wasn't lifting my box of prices. What's happened? I'm worried. Another beer. Oh! What's the heating set to?
The heat's set to 12.
We'll feel it in a minute and turn it up. I won't turn it down again for any of you that's saying, oh, that's not fair. Ian, what have you done? Why have you got broken ribs, or is it not you? Does anybody want a quick hello? Oh, okay. All right. Wings. I got some wings. Really. I don't even know why, but because Dano said this, I really want to go near where he lives. I'm not. I don't want to camp at the bottom of your drive, but I really want to go over to New York and have some ribs because I've always liked ribs. When I was a pub relief landlord, so when the managers from the pubs go away and all that, I was the guy that stepped in for 2 weeks, and it was all around the country. I used to look forward to a certain menu that had a barbecue mix, and it was wings, ribs, garlic bread. It was like, what do you call them? Skins. It was loads of stuff like that, onion rings. And I used to just, after time, like midnight, I used to just get the wings out of all these packets and cook myself about 30 wings and just sit there after time because the bar staff would stay and serve the people because they'd be on a free cocktail and a taxi home. So I'd just sit there with the customers and have 30 wings. Does that sound bad? Good times. 25 years ago, that all. If we ever get over there, Dano, I'll give you a shout and we'll go and have some ribs together. I mentioned it to Lorraine and she wants to come and see the falls. So it might be something that happens in the next 5 years or so. What we on? And I'm on 42 I've been on already. I've had 5 cans. No broken ribs. I have broken ribs. I broke my ribs in the pubs. We it's probably normal now, but we was the first pub in St Helens to get a big screen, a 6 foot by 6 foot screen, and we used to have one of them foreign channels. So what we used to have to do is put a foreign channel playing a Premier League match. So whatever was on Match of the Day on Sunday, we could play it on Friday or Saturday on the big screen, but it was foreign. So we had to then tune into the radio station for the commentary. And I was up on the thingy trying to fix it and fell off. Right on the side of the bar, bang. And I broke 3 ribs. But they can't do nothing. They can't fix broken ribs, can they? So I was just in pain for about 8 months. I'm actually sitting here thinking about my next pub venture. I don't know if this is wrong thing to think, but I'm sitting here thinking I'm finished. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not, because apparently you never finish. There's nothing really that I want to do. I've got down here, I don't think you guys have seen it. On Free Cycle, I got one of them stereograms. I don't want to urge this conversation, but Mel, you've probably seen one of these. Ian, you've probably seen one of these. But when I was growing up, we had one of these. Why am I describing it? We had one of these in our living rooms. It's like a stereogram. That's probably not the best way to show you. But you lift the top up and there's a space for all your records. I've got all my records in there. There's 2 speakers on the front and it's a radio. The modern ones have tape cassettes in, but I haven't got one on this, and a record player. So I got that. I'm thinking about, does that need to go? I mean, one of you guys can have it if you want it. And then, do we need a Bandit in here or Space Invaders? I don't mean a modern thing like what the kids play. I mean a Space Invaders or a Pac-Man or something, one of the old ones. I don't know. I don't know what else I can do. Definitely having Pauline's idea, because I'll go for another wee in a minute. And the idea is to build a toilet on the outside. Patrick Dickinson's done this, but he's built it on the inside. Square foot by square foot. This bar's probably bigger than Pat's. But he's like got this little cute thing at the back where he's put his toilet. And then Pauline said just have one of these camping things that you just put up for weekend, because I've already got the camping toilet like Pat's got. So I think that's a cracking idea. But we'll see. Yeah, it's. I think the Rare now. I priced it up. You can get them second hand for like 40 quid, 60 quid. I think 80 quid's the dearest one. But I got this free. In fact, there's a story. I lifted the boot and seats down and everything. Kids was in school, and Lorraine knocked on the door. Then I went, and it was a young guy, probably about 25, 27. Here it is, here it is. And we brought it, and there was loads of cobwebs down the back of it, so it obviously not been moved. And the decor in the house was like the old suites and the old paisley wallpaper and stuff. And as we got it to the car and then went back for the legs, an old man, about 65, 67, pulled up on a push bike. And as we were getting in the car and driving off, he was walking down the path to this house going like this to this young lad. So I can only assume that's his dad or his granddad, or his dad had passed away or something had happened, and he'd just give this away on free cycle. And this old man was doing this as if it shouldn't have gone. But I don't know, I just answered afterwards. But it's really good. It's still got the instructions where the record players, where the records go. Pull them back, and there's a flap at the back, and it's still got the original booklet, the original instructions how to use it and stuff. Yeah, the coffin. It looks like one. I'm going to think of coffin every time I look at it now. And then everything went small, didn't it? Then you got the TV with the remote control with a wire. Remember them? My mate John Lamb went to. John Lamb had a living room in the front of the house. What was like nice. He had one of them and a TV with a remote control with a wire, and everybody lived in the kitchen. That was the messy room. And then my dad used to be like what do you call it? Like an assistant manager in a pub. He kind of ran the pub or ran the club. Steward, that was it. And the manager came down at certain times, and he said, "Oh, there's been a fight tonight." Right, okay. So I've got a remote control for the telly, and it was half a pool cue. And he used to sit in his armchair with half a pool cue to turn the telly over because it was them buttons, and he used to like aim it like he was doing a break and go BBC One, BBC Two, ITV, Channel 4, Channel 5. There wasn't 5 buttons on it. There was only 4 buttons on it. So you had to put it on Channel 4 and then tune if there was something you wanted to watch on Channel 5. Here we go. Good evening, Pauline. Sorry I didn't see you turn up. Anyone remember 45s? This plays 45s. This plays 45s and 50s and 33s. Just in case anybody wants to come on and have a quick chat. I need to go to the house and sorry for being crude, drain my spuds again. Just have one more check. What's the heating set to?
The heat's set to 12.
Now I feel bad. Announce.
What's the announcement?
Lorraine, are you coming saying hello? Or are you too busy down there?
Announcing.
Back in 2 minutes. Lorraine, are you coming saying hello? Or are you too busy down there? Okay, so no signs. I think Loren's in bed or gone bed. But I found this. In the kitchen. Don't even know what's in these, but I'm gonna. Cheese, something. She was probably thinking when I go back up there. Does anybody know why Pringles are shaped like that? Paul County's ringing me.
What's your way? Hello. Hello.
Hello, you're live.
Fucking hell, you fucking frightened the life out of me.
Such dirty mouth. I need to get him here and show him how to use his phone to get him alive. But I want to lie him on because he's got such a dirty mouth. Hi, Jim Bowen. My mate Paul is the spitting image of Jim Bowen. He's the same age as me, but he can't do none of this. He's not tech savvy. I've sat down here with him and I've said, do this, do this, do this. Just me and him. And he just can't get it. He just doesn't understand. But then, if he's on like this live, I can talk him down and say, stop swearing. But just on a quick call, I can't. And I don't want him swearing that bad all over here. There she is. I think she's very tired. Hey, Nat.
Hi, Phil. How's it going?
Fine and dandy, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Let's turn this telly down. Yeah, how's things?
Just recovering from my night away.
I was laughing at that. Oh dear, what a life.
Difficult.
Oh dear. It's like...
I love it, but yesterday was hard.
And then straight home and waiting for the lads.
Yeah. Oh my god. Never mind.
Yeah. Is it just a few quiet ones today, is it? Or...
Yeah. I think I've got this one and one more.
My wife did me my tea earlier and I was just sick of drinking beer, so I thought I'll have a few vodkas instead. Just for a change. It's quiet tonight, Phil.
Yeah, there's not many on.
No.
No. Well, that's good.
Yeah, because then you can.
I'll probably sleep about 10 hours tonight.
Yeah. You need an early one, especially after that trip what you've just had.
The trip was all right. It was just like, it was monotonous trying to find somewhere because I couldn't find where I was trying to find. And then when I found somewhere, oh my God. From the car to the camp spot was probably a mile, but it was the worst mile I've ever walked in my life.
Oh, really?
It was horrible.
Was
Did
it
you
cold?
see the little video I put on before?
Yeah, I was watching that earlier, yeah.
Oh my God. And that's all I've got. Everything else that went bad, I haven't got it. Because I've got like building my tent, but then the rain hadn't started then. And then taking my tent down, but the hailstone hadn't started then. But yeah, it was bad. I wish I wouldn't have done it anyway, I don't think. But I wish I could have got the Rangers laughing at me. Because that would have been comical. Because it was like, apparently and I couldn't see a sign for it, but apparently it's like up to £1,000 fine. But when they sort of say to me, it's like, you know what, mate, I can see you following the rules. I can see you in a bit of a shit state, so just carry on. We'll drive past a couple of times. If your fire's a bit big, we'll stop you. And they did. They drove past a couple of times, and I just kept my fire about. In the video, you'll see because the first time I've never worn before in my life, but it had long johns on underneath my trousers. So I took I hung them on the side of the fire. I'm sat there with barefoot, and the video captures me barefoot. But you'll see it on the video.
Yeah. Did you manage to get any sleep? It was so cold today. I mean, I'm actually not too far from you. It was like really cold. Like going to pick the kids up from school today, and it's like to camp in that it'd be like pretty hard going.
I've got a self-inflating mat, which it's self-inflating but not a lot, so you got to blow it up. I've just bought a new mat. That's the one that the dog had on his back in the flipping river. And then my sleeping bag is one that I bought from Keswick about 15 years ago. But 15 years ago, it was the best you could buy. It was like -5 comfort rating. The only thing is, with my beer gut now, I was like tight inside it. I need a bigger one. Yeah, I was toasty. During the night, I was toasty. That wasn't a problem.
Yeah, all the gear then, fella. All the gear, yeah. No, I heard you earlier on speaking about the caravans, and you were just explaining my caravan. It was like weird with the fixed bunks and that. I was like,
I was because I drove past it to where I was camping. Lots of caravans. So I've sent Mel a video tonight of the one I looked at, but the one we had was when I pulled out I used to park it on my Auntie Irene's drive, and I pulled out and I thought, oh, I've scratched that. And when I got out, the bunk beds was on the drive.
Yeah.
So. But the one I described was the one I looked at today. It was really nice.
No, I've not been away for a while though. Obviously, with COVID and that last year, we didn't really bother. So I'm hoping to get away this year. But no, it's been no really away this year. Last year, sorry. With the COVID, it wasn't great.
And it's been crap for us all, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know about tenting. Like, I think I struggle in the tent like now.
I know. I'm 52 years old. I shouldn't really be doing it. It's just because I'm 52 years old. I thought, do you know what? I'm going to do this again. I've not done it for 15 years, 14 years, and it's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard.
But like I say, if you've got the right gear though as well, Phil, it makes it that little bit easier.
Over winter, I spent a lot of money on gear.
Yeah, like I ain't got the right gear for that. I've got good gear for caravanning, but not like not tenting. I ain't got that kind of gear, you know. And like you say, if you've got the right gear, you're warm at night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, what's the plan over the weekend? Much?
Nothing. I've been off this week. I think I'm back in work Sunday. I've messaged my boss today because plans have changed with work.
Mm-hmm.
So I might be back in Sunday. I might be back in Monday. I don't know. I think I'm back in Sunday morning.
Oh, okay.
So tomorrow my mate's coming, and we'll see. He's already asking me what sizes I want for the best man role in bloody September, but I'm hoping to lose a bit of beef by then.
I keep telling myself that all the time. Every time I go away to work, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to the gym this time. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to do this.
I have no excuse because we've got a bloody. We sponsor Bolton Arena, you know, the football ground.
Yeah.
So we've all got free membership, and out of everybody that works at our place, the one, because we've got passes, so you scan your pass on your way in. Every month, the person that visits the gym most gets £100, and every year, the person that goes to the gym most gets £1,500. And I still don't go.
He was get paid to go.
Yeah. I mean, the office. I mean, the quality manager or the production manager. Like, oh, I won this month. Oh, I won this month. Oh, I won this year, and I still don't go.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I was this morning earlier on. I was putting my son. He's just got one of these like basketball nets, just one of these small basketball nets. So I'm putting that up, and my wife's like, she's in the house doing all these things on YouTube, all this like dancing, all this exercising, and you know, following all these people on the YouTube. Anyway, she's like, "Oh, you joining me?" And she's like laid on the floor, like doing all these, and I'm like, I just stepped over her and just made my way straight down here to the bar. I've been in here since. No, I'm not joining you. Especially on a Friday.
I know.
So yeah. So no, I'd pop on, Phil, and say hello and see how you are. And obviously, I can't come in all the time, so obviously I work away. So like, I just thought I'll nip on and say all right.
Aye.
Yeah, have you heard much from John? He's been quiet, hasn't he? Been quiet with the live.
He said, I saw a couple of messages asking him when he's doing another live.
Yeah.
And he said he's going to do one because he misses him, but I've not seen them.
Yeah, no, he's been pretty quiet. I know he's been busy with the bungalow stuff, which is looking good. But, you know, good on him. Maybe he's keeping himself away from, because I know he didn't have a great time over Christmas and that, so maybe he's just trying to keep himself right, you know.
Yeah, it's been a bit poorly, hasn't it, over Christmas?
Yeah. So maybe just trying to lay off it a little bit. I'm sure he'll be back.
I'm just trying to look for the comments because I think Pauline's telling my missus Lorraine off because we sent the prize box to her, but Lorraine filled it with bloody glitter and stuff. So when she opened it, they all fell out. Did you need to sweep up after you opened the package, Pauline? Capital letters. Yes, I did, you bugger.
All the best.
Phil put more in, so blame him. Excuse me, Pauline. I didn't. That was all Lorraine's idea. Oh, Lorraine. Oh, get him to buy another caravan. Lorraine proper wants me to buy a caravan. I don't think so. Well, yeah, I want one, but it's a lot of money. I wouldn't get one. I wouldn't get like a $5,000 one. The last one we had was a $5,000 one, and it was really nice. But it was a private buy and we dropped on. So it's going to be like $20,000 if I buy another one.
Yeah.
A lot of money, yeah.
Yeah, they are a lot. I try and look after them. I try and keep it covered and try and keep it clean, even though I've not used it for more than a year now. Keep it in storage, not too far from like 10-minute drive. But I try and keep it clean, try and keep it covered. You know, I'll go collect it every now and then, give it a clean and put it back. But yeah, it's been covered up for over a year now. But this year I'm definitely going out with it.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Set it up. When it's set up, legs are down, you go in and that first, either it doesn't have to be beer, either your first beer or your first cup of tea. It's just like when you're there and you go like, oh.
Get the legs down.
Yeah.
Legs plugged in, get the water on. Go all level, just sit down, get the awning up, and that's it. Just sit down and relax. Nah, you can't beat it, especially when you got the weather as well.
Oh.
But we have to as well, Phil, because we've got like 2 young kids as well. So, you know, it's good for them because you can put them in the beds on the night, and then me and the wife will just sit in the awning and have a few drinks and, you know, listen to a bit of music or something. It's great.
Yeah. Mine's 8 and 11 at the minute, so it's really good. We've not had one for 2 years, so I think we're going to have to.
Yeah, yours the same as mine then. Well, mine's 8 and 10.
Yeah.
Nearly 10. She is my oldest.
We've not had one since he was like 6 and 8, 6 and 9.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's nothing better. And we have literally, we've picked him up from school, and I normally drive into school car park. And Mum said, "Oh no, he can't fit in car park. He's parked outside." And then when they walked outside, I've been there with the car and the caravan on back, and they're like, we're going away. So yeah, they love it.
Yeah, no, they do. They don't like it. Even mine are starting to ask now, when are we going away? Dad? When are we going away? But you got the holidays and stuff like that with their schools and stuff as well to consider. So, yeah.
Yeah, because the only times I get off is when kids are on holiday, and it's like twice the expense to go abroad.
Yeah, it's very expensive. I like the Lake District, Phil.
Yeah, love it.
There's a beautiful place called where we always go. I've been about 4 or 5 times. The Parkfoot. It's Ullswater.
Been
Fantastic. Have you been?
I've been put in a tent before I bought a caravan.
Yeah, what did you think?
Yeah, it was brilliant. It was. I've had a lot. I've been there a lot in a tent. The first time I went was in a tent that my uncle gave me, who's no longer with us, but it was a metal frame, 8-man or 10-man tent, and that nearly divorced me and the ex. And then when we woke up on the first morning, Parkfoot. When we woke up on the first morning, there was a sheep inside the tent eating my biscuits. I love ginger nuts, and it was eating my ginger nuts. But yeah, Parkfoot, because I walked. There's a stream that runs through the back of it, isn't there?
That's right. Yeah.
And then I walk. There's also a hill, a fell at the back. I don't know what it's called, but I always walk up there, and you can look down on the campsite.
Yeah.
And then there's like there's a bar. I think the bar's on the second floor. There's a building, and the bar's on the second floor. It's a little bar, and we used to go in there. It was,
Are you on about in Pooley Bridge? Oh, you on about Pooley Bridge? That's the little. It's got the little bridge there. It's a new bridge now. It was like an old bridge what they had installed, what replaced like this one that was broken or something. So they've replaced this now. It's got a new one, and there's quite a few nice bars around the area. It was like literally a walk away from Pat, but
God, that was like I've not been there for about 16 years, 17 years.
Oh really? Yeah. Oh, it's really nice.
Long time ago.
Yeah, I love going there even now. Yeah, it's a fantastic place, and there's so much stuff for the kids as well. So we'll be going there again this year, the holidays.
They're having a conversation here without us.
What's that? What they're saying?
Without us. Are you all better now, Alan? Yeah. Oh my God, he was smashed. Who was smashed? Is that me they're talking about?
Probably me.
Could hardly speak or walk. I think even Phil was like that. He still wouldn't have got in the taxi. I'm surprised taxi when I think, oh, okay. No, they're not about me. Right, I'll get me one for the road.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's the last one as well.
One more. I've still not tried them Foster's things. What you've got? I've still not tried.
Mel's going to have them next weekend.
I can't find them anywhere.
You struggle to find them because, well, I'm okay in my store now, but for the past 6 weeks, 2 months, they've not had them in because because of when they were struggling with delivery drivers. They had to decide because Aldi have one driver that brings all the food, all the beer, all the spirits and everything.
Yeah.
But because they were struggling, they had to say leave the beer and the spirit off, bring me the sausages and the mash. So yeah, we didn't get them for weeks and weeks.
Yeah, I've been looking out for them, to try them.
I think Mel's having some next weekend.
You're not into football, are you, Phil? Did you see the football tonight?
No, Man U didn't do too well. Well, it wasn't.
Ooh.
No,
yeah, pretty bad.
No, yeah. I'll watch it if it's like a cup final or something, or if England, I watch them all.
Yeah.
No, I don't really watch it.
It's all business for these teams, isn't it? Unless like England, like you say. Are we still getting on with your machine that you bought, Phil? Is it still any good, or are you still liking it? Are you using it a lot?
Yeah, it would have been if I hadn't have had a bad day today, it would have been filled. I would have been using it tonight. But yeah. Love it.
So you're still swearing by it?
Yeah, definitely. If somebody on YouTube's been asking me questions and they sent one back because there was something wrong with the gas, but his second one's fine. There's no issues at all. So hopefully he'll stay fine. But I'm just waiting on Jack's because they're closing. I got mine for £119. I believe the 140 quid on the internet. I got mine for 119, and in Jack's now the 109. But Jack's is closing down, so I'm going to wait till this weekend and see if they're any cheaper.
Oh, okay.
Jack's is like Tesco's going into competition with Aldi and Lidl. It's like the cheap version. But it's not.
We haven't got one around my way, I don't think.
There's only 7 in the country, and there's one just at the end of our street.
Oh, okay.
They haven't worked. They haven't worked out for Tesco, so they're closing them.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Eric's going Aldi on Sunday to get these beers.
Mm. Yeah. No, I was so like humming and ahhing about. I want mine like a second machine, because I don't always have the blade kegs, so I just want mine something different. You know, I like to try something different. You know, and I was looking at a couple of videos what he was doing.
The beauty of these is you can put anything in them. The only thing I've not hooked up the courage to do is Guinness. Yeah, I've had cider in them, lager in them, bitter in them, pale ale in them. It's great.
Yeah.
And it's all in an empty keg. I funnel it in, and it's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, let's try. Do you know what I did try today for the first time, Phil, actually? That Doom Bar, I tried that today from when you was mentioning it, right? How nice it was. So I went in my they had it on the hand pull, not on the like on the hand pull, like whatever you want to like them. Like that. They had one on like that. Like that thing there. Right? They had one of them, right, on in my local. And it's the first time I've seen it in there, and they had that Doom Bar, and I got a pint of it, just one, just to see what it was like. 'Cause I remember you mentioned how nice it was, and you know what? I'm gonna get some of that. So you can buy that in 5 litre kegs, is that right?
Yeah, yeah. I can throw it in this thing, 5 litre keg, throw it in this, or you can put it on that behind your bar. So you can just knock the top in.
Yeah.
Bang, knock the top in, put a pipe in from that beer engine on your bar.
Oh yeah, and put it in the fridge. Cause I've got the pipe going in the fridge for that links up to a box of beer at the moment. Like
just remove the beer and put a 5 litre keg on it. £13 they cost.
And where they're from?
Well, I got it from Jack's, but the £13 in. Do you have what they call freeze right? Are they called?
No.
They're selling me own bargains as well, and Tesco.
I have own bargains. We've got own bargains.
Yeah, I've seen them in own bargains. They sell them in Tesco's and Morrison's.
Tesco. Do you know what? I'll have to keep a lookout for them, because I can put that in there, and like you said, just knock it through, and then just instead of having that connector off, take that connector off what goes to the box, and just put the pipe straight in it.
Put the pipe straight in, pull it through. No gas needed, no nothing.
But once you've done that, how long you got to drink it?
Once you pull the pint off, you've probably got about 4 days for 9 pints.
But wow, that's so easy though, that, isn't it? Let's be honest. Because obviously, once you put your pipe in, you've got air on the pipe, haven't you? So then it's it'll be in the fridge, like, but yeah, 4 days.
Like this machine I've got, I could like this. If I get these and pour like 11 cans of these in an empty keg, I can put a sealed cap on and put it in the fridge for like 3-4 weeks. And these have got like 2 years on them or 18 months or something. But put it in one of them kegs, put a thing on, and I think I've kept one for 3 weeks. And I've only had it 2 months.
Yeah.
There you go. Tesco's gonna make Doom Bar.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try it.
Lidl sell them.
And Lidl sell them as well.
Yeah, Lidl sell them.
I'll go and have a look at that, because I actually didn't mind that pan. That was quite a nice beer. Quite nice. I was impressed. So quite smooth. I've got it's like a Selby Blondin at the moment. Jolly, what's it called? Jolly Sailor. Can't remember the name of it now. Jolly Sailor Breweries in Selby. I normally get them from there, the boxes, because they last a few weeks. Like 30 quid.
I've never had a blonde beer.
Oh, you know, they're all right, you know. They're all right. You get like 31 quid for like 18 pints. That's where your delivery as well. That's including delivery.
So that's cheaper than a 5 litre Doom Bar.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. And it's got the Vitop connector on it, you know, where you like screw it on. So once
Yeah,
it's
I've
like
got
sealed, that's it.
different ones behind here what I can put on.
Yeah. So once it's sealed, the only thing I found, right, Phil, you know, like if you've been, like if you don't have a pint of it and you come in the bar, say, and you put the heating on, and then you're drinking something else, and all of a sudden you think, oh, I fancy a pint of Selby Blonde, right? And then you go to pull a pint off, and the bar's warm, you'll get like, and I've got lagging and everything across the pipe work, right? But the first pan or the first like 3/4 of the pan will be warm because it's all the beer left in the pipe. You know what I mean? Where if I come in here and have a pint straight away when the bar's cold, it's all right. It's not too bad. But if you come in here and put the heating on for a bit and then pull a pint off on that, it will be a little bit warm until you start pulling it till it starts coming from the box from the fridge. Then it's all right.
Yeah, you can put lagging around your pipes, but it doesn't. It's not the same. You've got to either have it cold or.
Yeah, it's not the same. It has to have a run through a chiller, and that's the only downside of having it through the fridge. I mean, I've got as least pipe as what I need. I've just got what I need. You know what I mean? Just enough, basically.
Well, there you go. Steve's saying you can get 2 5 litres for 30 quid from Amazon of Doom Bar.
Oh, from Amazon?
15 quid each, yeah.
Okay, that's actually not bad.
18 pints. How much do you get in yours, did you say, in them boxes? How much is in them?
That's 10. Oh, it's 10. Is it 10 litres? Yeah, 10 litres,
Yeah,
I think.
it is, isn't it? 10 litres. So that's the same. 30 quid for 10
Yeah,
litres.
10 litres. Yeah, 10 litres.
So 30 quid a Doom Bar for 10 litres. But 5 litres at a time, so you can have 5 litres in your fridge for 12 months.
Yeah, well, you could just leave it in there and then just pop it when you know you're going to be having a bit of go with it. Oh, that's handy to know then. That's all right, because that's the same price and it gets delivered to your door.
Yeah, free.
So thanks for that. Who was that who mentioned that?
Oh, Steve Jeffrey. Mel's asking what you're vaping.
What am I vaping? It's I'll tell you my juice that I'm using. It's called, it's really nice, Roofless, and it's what's it called? Is it like plum? But there's different flavors there of Amazon actually. Roofless, check them out. They're a good juice if you're into your vapes. There you go. Yeah, Roofless. But I have to. I just have to. I get kicked out of the house and down here, and then I can have my vape outside. My wife doesn't like it. Me doing it in the house. You get some of them sticks though, Phil. You know, you can have a smoke and it just puts a little bit of smoke out, but this thing just kicks out like, kicks out. So I stopped the cigarettes and I'm trying with that, but even that now I'm off the cigarettes and now I'm addicted to a pipe. So it's like you're going from one habit to another.
Well, that's better for you though, isn't it?
But that's better for me, yeah, and I feel a lot better to be honest, Phil, as well.
Yeah.
So not perfect. I'm not saying it is, but I feel better than with the smoking. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, I better go then. Get myself to bed. Got a few things to do tomorrow. It's 12 o'clock. Not too bad.
I'm going to myself in a minute. Thank you for coming on and saying hello.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to nip on and say hello to everyone, obviously yourself, and yeah, I'm gonna be catching you next week. See what you're up to.
We're doing a quiz soon. Are you up for it?
When?
I don't know. I keep saying it. I need to commit. We're doing a quiz and some questions.
Let me know. I always see notifications coming on anyway. So if I see anything where you're setting a date or anything like that, I'll let you know on there. But yeah, I'm up for that.
Brilliant. All right.
I'm at home doing nothing. All right, Phil. Yeah, you
All right.
take care, and
Cheers,
I'll
mate.
see you
Catch you
soon.
later.
All right, ta-ra. Bye.
Nice, innit? Hang on, let me get rid of a bot. Hang on. Bot user. The bot's gone. He's gone. I like Naz. He's good, isn't he? Right. I better return these glasses. She'll be wondering where they are. I assume somewhere above she said bye or good night or. Well, she probably fell asleep on bed. I think even if Phil was like that, he still wouldn't have got the taxi. Oh my god, he was smashed. I'm not even looking. Okay. I think it's bedtime. Because if I stay and have another beer now, I'm gonna fall asleep. And I don't want to fall asleep on a live. Then I'll have to shouldn't say this. Then I'll have to delete it, won't I? And I don't want to be doing that. I want all my lives to stay up. No, we're not starting a fire. Have a look at my Facebook. You've seen my thing. Do you know what's made me tired? It's this missus here. It's Lorraine because she's made me food. If I have a beer and have food, that's it. I want to go to bed. One for the rope. You mean road? Fuck's sake, Mel. I'll have one for the road. I'm opening a new pack now. I didn't want to open a new pack. I had none left in the fridge. When I say none left, I mean none open. Oh. Let me put the fire back on. Ugh. Just trying to wait. Oh, there it is. I thought all them bloody, when I was talking about all the plugs, I thought I blew the fire because it wouldn't turn on. Cabin 94 and a day with Naz. Bye, Lorraine. Yeah, I'm blaming my tiredness on you feeding me. Damn right. So, Lorraine, I'll give you a tip. If you'd have fed me and left the sweet in the house, I would have ate the food and I wouldn't have slept until I'd had my sweet. But you fed me and you had 2 sandwiches, gorgeous sandwiches. Crisps are not like a sweet, Pringles. But then the sweets was on the same chocolate roll, mini chocolate roll, and whatever that chocolate biscuit was. It's that what makes me tired, so it's your fault. You should leave them on my pillow. as I come to bed. That will make me come to bed. Oh my God. Lorraine's tidied this place lovely, and do you know what? All outside is lovely. It's just the bar I need to clean. I can't have my mate coming in the morning and seeing all this mess. It's only cans and stuff, but it just looks messy, doesn't it? You all know what I mean. Lives every day. Yeah, whatever. Women stop. You know what? They're all sticking together. If I thought I could get away with it, I'd call you all shitbags. Shitbags. I know we mentioned a few weeks ago about being in Melephants. How good would it be if we had a live from there? I'll bring my camcorder and my laptop and we'll set it up and we'll have a live from there. It's not going to happen because we're not down there for months and months yet, but it'd be good, wouldn't it? Hang on. Phil's not in the plebs. What's that? What's that little mannequin thing in the corner there? And then Mel and Jean can go, hey! It's Pauline going. I missed that. These texts are going too quick for me now. Get a good night's sleep, Phil. Thanks for the goodie box. I'm off now. Night all, take care, bye. See you, Pauline. Night night. I'm glad you enjoyed the goodie box. You be until sunrise. Enjoy. Alan Das, Jazz, and Jay, or Jay and Jazz. They've got a Facebook room going. They just said, "Hey, joining us." I said, "No," because they'll be up till 6 o'clock in the morning. I can't be doing that these days. Eric is a massive dancer. Really? These comments are coming too fast for me. Phil, I am Mrs. Shitbag. Okay. Sorry, I was just being nice. So that was me good night drink. I now need to drink me good night drink. And then I definitely have to go to bed because I'm very tired. I'm like Indiana Jones come back of one of his temple things. Da, 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 da. That's what I felt like when I was going over the bloody swamp. There were snakes coming out and everything. Da, 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 da. Definitely gonna go to bed after this one. Oh. Brokeback Mountain's in town. Yeah! Get off your horse and milk your cow. Have I done this before? I think I have, haven't I? Ah! I'm an idiot, I know I am. Dixie chick. I need my blonde wig on. Did you all see? Did you all see when I was on Lorraine's shoulders on Facebook? Have I shared that to fill your boots? If not, I will do. I wasn't well for the full. We was over in Spain for a week, 2 weeks, I don't know. But I wasn't well. But I plucked up the courage and I got on Lorraine's shoulders. I don't even know what we was doing, a dance or whatever. And I was sitting on her shoulders. I'll put it on. If I could get it now, I'd share it now and share a screen. But I don't. I won't even know. I picked my phone up, but I won't even know what to search for unless Lorraine can get it very quickly. No, I'm too tired. I'll look for it tomorrow. And literally, I was sitting on her shoulders and we was on the dance floor, dancing around, and it was crazy. Du- 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 du, du- du- du. Du- 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 du. Lorraine likes Indiana Jones. She thinks she gets sexy. That's why I bought this hat. This is me Benny Hill. Hang on a door or hang a door? I thought I saw this hat in the background, but it's still there. It's a pair of boxing gloves. I can't even put my locks on, my Dixie locks, because they've all gone. They're in the garage. I'm trying me down. I could be so rude with some of these comments, but I'm not. I could be rude but funny. Hang her up. I've just took a picture of my setup in case anybody asks me. Oh, door. Where are you hanging it? From the truck? Mel, when you say I listened to this while I was whatevering, do you watch it while you're driving? Or do you just listen to it? Notice how I've been very vague in me questioning there. Is Lorraine still awake? No. Okay, I was just wondering. If you parked up in a lay-by, then that's okay. But reading some of your comments, I'm like, oh, that's not my fault. So I'm getting up in the morning. I'll be down here in this gorgeous, tidy pub, editing. Trying to get me. Oh God, the yawning's taking over me. Trying to get this first camping video up. I feel famous, you saying that. I feel like I'm like, wow. Don't even know where you live. I don't want to know where you live. I do know where you live. I meant I don't know where you work. But I feel famous. I feel like, wow. You guys should have seen where I was today and yesterday. It's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely. In fact, when I got thingy today, when I got reception back, as soon as I got reception back, I went bing, 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 and Lorraine rang me. While she's talking to her, oh, I'm glad you're okay and all this, beep, beep, and right up my ass. We was on the Snake Pass, but it was a 50-mile-an-hour road. But you don't do 50 miles an hour on the Snake Pass in the rain and hailstorm. So I was doing 35. And I think it's because I reached to the dashboard and clicked answer because my phone wasn't connected because I have my phone and the works phone. So my phone wasn't connected to the dashboard, so I had to do that to answer. Beep beep, this big yellow wagon behind me. And she said, "Oh, I heard that." In the back of my mind, I'm thinking like, if I give him V's and we pull up and have a fisticuffs, if he gets out and I get out and it smells, what do we do? Oh, hi, mate. Shake hands. What? But this guy he was an idiot. He was like this close to the back of my car and beep, beep. It was either because he saw me do that on my dashboard, I'm still not breaking any laws, or because I was doing 35 or 36.4, I think it was. So nearly 37 mile an hour on a 50 zone. I don't know. But there's no way I was going to, I didn't speed up for him. No way I was going any faster. But then I kind of put my hazards on, taking the pace I shouldn't do, because when we got on the incline, he couldn't keep up. And I was doing 30 miles an hour and he couldn't keep up. So I felt like I wish I was behind him then, going beep beep, because he couldn't keep up with me. Rant over. But I kept thinking, if that's Mel, and that's what I'm like now, because we've never met, but it's like a new people, isn't it? I'm like, if that's Mel now, if we pull over and Mel gets out, what I'm going to do? Probably run a mile. No. 2x2 isn't too small. 8 by 6 foot. I don't even know what mine is. Honestly, it upsets me. I just can't understand why. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm not a slow driver. I'm not a fast driver. But I thought, I just pulled out. All my messages went bing, 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 bing. There was nowhere to pull up, but I didn't want to not speak to Lorraine. So, and then when I mentioned it to Lorraine, she overspoke me and said, "Yeah, yeah, I heard the beep." Right. If I have another drink out of this, if I have another drink after this, um, someone needs to log off. June, what's that picture of yours? Is that you and your worse half? Oh, I'll put you on screen. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to click on it and have a closer look. Lorraine, are you making me breakfast in the morning? Yes is the right answer. Yes. Bacon sandwich. Yes. Thank you. It's my last day of my holiday. Yes. Thank you. That will work with it. See, that's why I won't tell you when I'm going camping, Mel. Because I go camping and you're a long distance lorry driver. I know, there's a lot of dickheads on the road. Are you a long distance lorry driver or do you just work in your town? Well, my mum's commented on my post in my group. Oh, what? So, my post about all the shit that went on and me camping, my mum's put, oh, OW. Like, that's like the Nessa out of Gavin and Stacey. Oh, what am I going to do with you, Philip? You're mad. Wait till summer next time, lad. Love you. That's my mum. Lorraine, how old's my mum? I know that's awful. I'm asking Lorraine how old my mum is. Really? 125,000 miles isn't long distance. Jesus. In 1 year. See you. I'm going to bed myself, mate. I can't stay up. I don't want to stay away until I fall asleep. And I feel like I'm going to fall asleep. One more mouthful. Thank you, Lorraine. She knows my family better than me. And I'm not trying to be nice to her, she does. We should get her on air, shouldn't we? I think we should plan on doing a Friday night where Lorraine goes round my mum's and gets her on the live. Should we do that? And you can get her on the live. Alright, what's going on here? Oh, I know what Mel looks like. I've seen him hundreds of times on this live. Steve, come on. That's not being fair. No, I've got to go to bed. Go over to Facebook and Jazz and Jay's on there and God, I can't remember his name. But they'll be on there till 6 a.m. Oh, okay. I've never seen Mel sober. I've got a picture of you sober. That'll be on your birthday card, mate. Oh, Oh, battery's gone. I'll have to change the battery just to say goodnight. Beep. Go get it. Do we get one for the road? Really need it. Oh, should I go? I think it should go bed. We're down to 5, so everybody thinks I'm going bed. Let me see. Let me see. Must be on here somewhere. So that's ended. Where are they? Where are they? Right, I'm calling them. Search. Who am I looking for? First one, Jason. People on
You fell asleep down there? You coming up?
See, if I fell asleep. No, I'm not. Steve Jeffrey is trying to get onto ours, but I'm sorry, Steve. I've messaged them, but they say, "Oh no, we're on a live with Al, so I can't get through to him." So really sorry. I'm going to end my broadcast. Before next time, in case I know I don't normally go off early, but before next time, I'll sort it out so that we all know everybody's thing, so that we can get on. But yeah, if you go onto Philly Boots, I'll try and make sure that whenever we do a live outside of Philly Boots, we start it in Philly Boots, if that makes sense, so that we can, when I go to bed, everybody else can join us. Sorry, Steve. All right, I'm going. See you all. Thank you all. Night night. See you next week.